So we've put Ascendis Health next on the list. Interesting company, fast-growing health and care brands company, which operates in human health and wellness, and then also has a plant and animal business going on. It's controlled by the Coast to Coast investment company, which does all of the acquisitions and the finding of new opportunities. And then the company run by Carsten Wellner is in fact the one that goes about reorganizing and managing and trying to optimize the portfolio. It's grown from a standing start, listed about 2.5, 3 years ago, I think it is, and it has now grown to a market capitalization of 5 billion rand, which just shows you how well these roll-up type models can work if you get on a roll and buy well and manage judiciously. Price to earnings ratio 23.3, dividend yield of 0.59. Okay, Chris, so every time you see one of these companies doing this, they buy things on a low PE and then they roll them into the entity and then the earnings grow by a lot. I mean, it's a fabulous wealth machine.
Yeah.
Of course, one does always have to be careful, though, that you don't buy too high or pick up problems. But so far, so good, it seems, for these guys.
I say headed up by this very charismatic European chappie, Carsten Wellner.
Yeah.
And he talks very, very good talk. And he always ensure you get a great turnout at the presentations coming up.
He's like a Cape Town German, but Cape Townian.
Ah, right, okay. But they say very charismatic. And they've got a huge range of products, as you mentioned, both in the human and the animal care thing.
Yeah.
They've got Effecto in there, the garden care company. So, it's an interesting mix. And I think that diversification perhaps mitigates some of the risk that might be there in something that was purely in the pharmaceutical and or closely related arena.
Well, let me just list the brands. So it's Solal, Pharmachem, Pharma Natura, Food State, SSN, Sportron, Swissguard. So those are the kind of stuff that you would encounter in the front end of the pharmacies, and they work hard to make sure those brands are there. And then I guess one shouldn't leave out the scientific group and the surgical innovations operation, because that's got a bit of a healthcare crossover. And then the recent deals, Pharma Leader in Spain, which I don't know too much about, and then purchasing a bunch of processed drugs that are in the process of getting registered with the Medicines Control Council. That came from Sanofi Aventis, I think. So in any event, Gary Shane and his guys at Coast to Coast are probably working on deals 4, 5, and 6 in the background. That's just the nature of it. We can expect more action from these guys.
Yeah, it's one of these things that, as you say, it's going to be acquisition oriented. So, while it's on a roll, and I think it could be in the roll for quite some time, I think it'll do well.
Yeah, there's the share chart. So you can see there, this is only a 1-year chart because it hasn't been listed forever, but it's now in the 20 Rand and thereabouts category. I would say one can be hot on the company like this.
Yeah,
the market likes them. They started paying dividends. They've got a corporate debt program going, so they've kind of put in place all the building blocks necessary, and I know they're very ambitious and want to keep growing.
It's a nice operation. I like this one.
Okay, so we're hot on this one too. Good.